It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the AFC North. It's the Ravens and the reigning AFC champs on Monday night.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago, the dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel, and they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
The drive will start with an option going left. The quick feet by Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
4 yards remain for second down. They go play action now. Jackson toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They will start this drive with Ford. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run with Ford. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Now it's Watson. A bootleg. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is Ford. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Chubb. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. And Gay knocks this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd position. Like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Swings this out for Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it'll be 4th down.
It's important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Now it's Watson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass. And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to throw, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to loft it, deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for. Not at all. And let's face it. About converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they got to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What momentum. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry. No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive? I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Justin Madubuike showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. 3rd and 2, Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Got an open man. It's Schwartz. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it. Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Gay's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flush to his right. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Again, Jackson will keep it. He juked him, and he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'd get a few more yards if I just lowered my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard. Get a timeout, an injured player. Well, hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Watson off play action. Steps away, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Justin Madubuike able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Looking to throw. Watson. That's complete to John Ross. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go! Let's go!
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On 1st down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's 4th. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores just to get into field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And on that one with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Mac Jones, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Davis Mills, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Lastly, let's check on one final.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. Was at halftime.
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll try the left side. Ford looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they dropped it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too, converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Jackson from the shotgun. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Jackson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson now. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
7th play of this drive coming up. And a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It's just a 32. Hands 1st and 10.
Cleveland offense making their way out.
We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Watson.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Back to throw, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Come on now, let's go.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On first down, it's Watson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, and he's going to have the hook up to Gage. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. To throw again is Jackson.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, it's Ford. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The Browns on third down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A 36-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Second and 11. Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
bump it back to a 1st and 15. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Oh, able to avoid him. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter and now can really take some time off the clock.
A give. This is Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So on the big tight end, hold it.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Cleveland, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.